Hey guys, it's Heather with Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and I am reviewing our brand new 2024 Ford Ranger Lariat edition. So I am doing this one all by myself, so be nice. And we are going on a trip for work. We're driving about halfway across the state of Nebraska. So Tim wanted me to do a quick review on what I thought about it, seat comfort, small stuff like lights, what's the miles per gallon, how do we reset the tripometer, stuff like that. So let's get started. Okay, so I just topped off the tank, and as you can see, it says I've got 345 miles before I need to fill up again. And so to reset it, I have to hold that reset button. And so now we're set and ready to go. And like I said, we're going to be driving a pretty long distance. Hey everyone. So just a quick little update on the trip. So far, I am about 2 hours from our house, and I have only used about 200, no, excuse me. Strike that. I still have, I would say 3/4 of my tank left, which is kind of surprising to me. Let's see. Ride is nice. It is pretty comfortable to the point where there were a couple of times I felt like, am I really going the speed limit or am I way too below? I feel like I need to speed up, and I would look down and like, yeah, no, Heather, don't push any buttons. It's fine. I'm getting about 22.6 miles per gallon, and I'm making good time. There was one spot in my drive about an hour from our house. We've got a snowstorm running through. And while I was driving, it just felt like it was just a little slicker than I'd like. So I reached over and swapped over to slippery or icy mode, and it automatically adjusted to 4-wheel drive. So that was nice. And I know 4-wheel drive doesn't mean you have 4-wheel stop, but it just definitely gives you a little bit more control and certainty when you're driving. So I am about an hour and a half from my destination. I picked up some Wendy's, not a plug, not a shameful plug. We just don't have one at home. So when I get it, I get it. Or when I can get it, I get it. And when I get there, I will give you one more update, and then I'll update you when I head home again. Hey guys, so I made it. It took me about 3.5 hours to get here. And let me see. Sorry, I'm tired, so I already turned everything off. So I have about a little more than a quarter tank of gas. I'm averaging about 21.1 miles per gallon. And like I said, I drove about 3.5 hours and 223 miles. So far, it's riding really well. There was one spot where I was a little frustrated after I talked to you guys last time with the, when I did the camera, and then I did this, and then it turned off the CarPlay. So that's something that we need to figure out. But other than that, it's all working well. So I'm gonna head in, get some sleep, and I will see you later. Okay, hey guys. So it is about 1:47, a balmy 12 degrees where I'm at, and Tim asked me to do a cold start. So even though I normally would have pushed the self-start button on the remote or even used my phone app, he said you guys would want to see a cold start. So here you go. It's been sitting outside all weekend. The lowest temperature it got overnight was -5, I think. Started right up. So far, let's see, I've got the heated seats on. High, of course. I don't even want to take off my hat and gloves yet. I'm just cold. Then that's heating up pretty nicely. And then also, I'm going to turn the steering wheel on. I'm not going to turn on my heater just yet. I'm going to turn the fan off because I can see on the dial that the engine temperature hasn't changed at all. So it won't be blowing any nice warm air. But I will pop on in a couple minutes to let you know how long it took to go from completely cold to warm air coming through the vents. Okay, so it's been about 4 minutes and I am getting nice hot air out of the vents. So I don't think that was very long for the engine and everything to warm up to give me a nice toasty feeling in the cab. It did just start blowing, so it isn't completely ready to go, but I think it'll be fine in a couple minutes. Man, if you guys ever question where to go vacation, Nebraska's not flat. The place I just left was on top of a butte, and it had an absolutely beautiful lake at the bottom of the butte with all of these beautiful trees surrounding it. I just had to share because it was just a beautiful place to be for a work trip. So I'll keep you posted on how the rest of the trip goes. Hey guys, quick little touch base. Forgive the hat hair. It is cold. I am in Ogallala, which is about 2 hours from our house. And according to my watch, let's see, it is 21 degrees. However, there's a cold wind advisory, which means severe weather advisory, wind speed 7 miles per hour. It's not telling me what the wind chill is, but I can tell you right now, after pumping gas, it is freaking cold. So I figured I would give you an update right now before I pull away from the gas station, because I did have to fill the tank. And so here's what I'm seeing right now. So far this trip, I've gone 331 miles on about 1 tank of gas, and according to the reading I had, the notification saying get gas, I only had about 8 miles left. You know, every once in a while, well, every manufacturer is a little bit different on their warning. Sometimes after you have 8 miles left, you actually have 20 miles left, or some of them are 8 miles and you do have 8 miles. So this one, I've never pushed it to the limit, which Tim is thankful for. So like I said, so far I've gone 331 miles on 1 tank of gas. I filled it. It came out to be about 17 gallons, and I'm going about 20 miles per gallon. So not the best, but for a mid-sized truck, not bad. And that was mostly interstate driving. I do have about 2 hours left of my trip, and I will give you a final update when I get home. Okay, so I just got home, like literally pulled into the driveway, and I was just getting ready to click over to give you an update on how the trip went. So I ended the trip at 449.9 miles. I feel like I should drive around the block just to get that last 0.1 so I can have an even 450, but I'm not that OCD. So I really just want to get inside and relax. I averaged about 20 miles per gallon, and it took me about this is over a 7-hour time frame. So I don't know, in the truck world, I guess 20 miles per gallon is pretty typical, but we'll ask the expert when we talk to him later. Like I said, it heated up really nice and quickly. It only took 4 minutes from a cold start, and that was a cold start. Like, it was negative overnight and negative until maybe about 7 in the morning when it hit 1 degree. It was about 3 degrees at 9 a.m. And then by the time I left the conference center, it was about, what'd I say, 20, 21 degrees. So, I mean, it was pretty cold. So that went really well. The lights, they work well. I'm not quite sure why Tim put that one on there, but yay, LED lights. They were nice and bright, and they did everything they were supposed to do. They're automatic, so they automatically adjusted for when drivers were coming towards me, and the seats are super comfortable. I don't feel tired from sitting in the seats. I feel tired from the convention center and the activities I was doing this weekend. There are a couple things that I'm going to chat about in another video coming up. Tim and I are already chatting about favorites and not so favorites. There are some things that kind of hit me I hadn't noticed yet that we'll talk about in the next one, but I'm sure that if you guys have any questions, or if there's something else you want to know, you'll add them into the chat, because you guys are super good about doing that. Please be nice. Like I said, this is my first and probably not my last review. So if you have any questions or comments, put them in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Not gonna use his outro. Sorry, honey. That's your stuff. Thanks, guys, for watching.